Hello everybody, welcome back. We have a Wilds of Eldraine draft booster box. These are made in Japan packs. So we are going to have the rares in the front of the pack and hopefully just good quality in cards and you know, everything looks nice and clear and foils look good. But yeah, we tend to have pretty good luck with card quality out of the Japanese packs, so I'm glad to get those. They do have the pull tabs, which I'm still not a huge fan of, so we're going to be slicing open the packs at the top. So, being a draft box, there's 36 packs. They always give you one of these little deals that explains the archetypes of the cards, and then this is now telling us that there's the Enchanting Tales cards. So there's 63 or 64 reprint enchantments from, you know, older sets of Magic, and there's one per pack. There can be anime versions of them as well, and in a small subset of booster packs. So yeah, we generally like the anime versions of the cards. They, you know, I just like that they're alternate borderless arts.
Would you like me to slice them for you, pre-slice them for you?
Sure. So we'll go ahead and get started opening. Again, rares in front. And we'll get started opening. There's 36 packs. We're going to try and get through it in a reasonable amount of time in a video. So there's our first token. So it's Royal and Young Hero. The pre-release does give you some double-sided roll tokens, so these are the rolls that are part of this set as a new mechanic, but it's going to be good to have those. Ley Line of Lightning, we got a rare Enchanting Tale. We'll keep those kind of together. Sleep Cursed Fairy, so we'll keep rares together and keep the Enchanting Tales together, and then kind of go through the commons. So Stroke of Midnight's actually an interesting card. People might know Generous Gift is a popular commander card that can destroy a target permanent and then replace it with a 3/3 elephant. This doesn't hit lands, but it also is only a 1/1 white human. So that actually may be a money uncommon. Who knows? We'll see. Other than that, most of the commons and uncommons, we're just going to blast right through. Oh, another one. So there are adventures as part of this set as another mechanic returning. And then in subsequent packs, we'll start going through them a little faster. But there's, you know, the set's very new. Pre-release was just today. Where did I put tokens? Why did I put tokens way over there? All right. Once we get, you know, a process established, then we'll be a little better. Compulsion. Maybe we'll count rares and non-rare. Enchanting Tales. Stone Splitter Bolt. Ray of Numbing Depths. This is probably going to be a really good draft card. I played it in my pre-release, and actually it would pair really well with Ice Rot Sentry. So, you know, if we're doing like a pack one, pick one, not looking at the rare, one of these might be a really good pickup. Anyway, moving right along. There's a, you know, bunch of...
If you hear something rattling in the background, it's the ceiling fan. It's like 110 degrees where we live, so it's definitely a must to have the fan on. Sorry about that.
Yep, and so this one we have a foil rare, Gruff Triplets. If it isn't a token, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. When it dies, put a number of 1/1 counters equal to power on each creature you control named Gruff Triplets. That's interesting. Song of Totentons. So, just moving right along here to the Fate Court. Yeah, we'll just keep moving right through the uncommons and commons. As part of this, it's just, you know, the draft boosters. We're gonna get, you know, at least a copy of each of the uncommons. I would expect, going through everything. And we got Defense of the Heart as a Enchanting Tales Mythic. Virtue of Strength. So there's the green Virtue card. So it returns a target creature or land from graveyard to hand for 1 mana on the sorcery side, and then it's a big enchantment that lets your basics tap for 3 times the mana. So definitely interesting. It feels weird to try and, for a 7 mana enchantment, just keep ramping, because once you've gotten to 7, what are you still trying to hit after that? But obviously some constructed and commander really wants to go over the top, and that's probably how you do it. We got finally a full art land, Impact Tremors. A lot of these red Enchanting Tales cards look the same. Lord Skitter's Blessing. And then Ruby, High Fae Negotiator, and Giant. And moving right along through these. But yeah, it's, well, I mean, I guess these do look the same. It seems like there's kind of like one, border for each of the different colors of the Enchanting Tales if there's not special art.
The elemental token's pretty.
Yeah, so this one, I think that mythic white-blue legendary creature, I believe she makes that. Oppression for our rare Enchanting Tale. Heartflame Duelist. And then Neva, Gavlik, and Shrouded Shepherd. But yeah, it feels like it's been a long time since we've had a new Magic set. We just had Commander Masters, but on like online format, and our first trash token thing, Vampiric Rites, Vaughn's Bane Troll. But yeah, we had a very short-lived Commander Masters. Definitely a fun format to play. I still would like to play more of it, but I'm really excited to have another standard format to kind of shake things up since the Lord of the Rings, which was a fun set, but yeah, it really had to carry a long way. Good to get more full arts, Dark Tutelage, and then I'm starting to get commons or uncommons mixed with rares. Hilda's Crown of Winter. Tap target creature. Costs 1 less to activate during your turn. Sack it. Draw a card for each tap creature. Oh, that could be interesting. Elvira, Giant, and Agatha's Champion. And then, oh, we have a cat. Warehouse Tabby.
I love the cats. Only that cat made a mistake, because look at all the rats in the background.
So its eyes look interesting. I bet you they look really cool in foil. Evolving Wilds. But anyway, yeah, it was definitely a fun pre-release. It seems like this format's got a lot of different things going on. Hopefully, all the different colors are, reasonably balanced, and let you do a variety of things. It kind of looks like that right now, so I hope that stays the case. Godric, Monstrous Rage. That's a good uncommon. Glass Casket. But yeah, they're trying a few different things. They're kind of, Wizards is constantly trying, like the white enchantment removal, the blue enchantment removal. This time they're doing like the stun counters, but they just kind of, continue tweaking what they're doing. This time we got a foil Enchanting Tale. So that Impact Traverse actually looks really nice, which is good because, that does slot into some decks. Rotisserie Elemental. So 1 mana, 1/1 menace. Gelfing, Ruby, and Imodane's Recruiter. Our cat is, she's on one right now. She's trying to tell us something.
She wants to play Magic.
Yeah, she does not, but she wants something. She probably wants to go to bed.
Yeah, it's late. We got home from the pre-release and we had to open our cards. We couldn't wait.
So food token. I kind of have like a gamble going on that I think the food token is going to be the most common, but we'll see. Gumdrop Poisoner. So black and green are both doing a lot of things with food, but a lot of the black cards have food, sack food for other things. This one's cool though. It's kind of removal in one if you gain life that turn. cool value card. Speaking of cool value cards, so is this. And a lot of the adventures are. You know, that returning mechanic it plays pretty well. So, yeah, this is like the adventure pack. There's three of them in here. In fact, 4 of them counting the rare. But yeah, I'm really excited about this set. You know, they have kind of the mystical archive thing kind of going on. So, repercussion. We got a mythic in our Enchanting Tales slot. Deals that much damage to that creature's controller, so that's cool. I don't really have a foil thing. That's fine. Put that here. The Iron Crag. Oh, it's a 2-mana rock. That's cool. It's in rare, but that's probably going to see some play when a legendary enters the battlefield under your control. And if you do, okay, it turns it into equipment. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to see some play. Like, just 2-mana rocks are great anyway. Like, if you open that, you're probably going to pick it, and it'll let you kind of, you know, up your curve a little bit.
The other card I'm really looking forward to seeing is the Otter.
Minstrosity. See, there's the black cards that are like the food. But yeah, there's a couple otters in the set. I actually kind of like the uncommon one. I mean, the rare one looks cool too.
I haven't seen the uncommon one yet. I think I only saw the rare.
I'm guessing, I mean, we should see at least one uncommon, I would think, in an entire box. So hopefully we do. I really like that one. There's another trash token.
I love that.
Yeah.
Even though we've gotten a few already, I think, ooh.
There's the Black Virtue. So this one, really good. So on the front, just fantastic on-rate removal, 2-mana sorcery. But it's -3/-3, and you gain 2 life. So it really, you know, helps you stabilize. And then 7-mana enchantment that just starts reanimating things. Yeah, that's going to be a really good card, I think. So anyway, the set looks like it's going to play really fun. There's the little enchantment rolls, the token enchantments that you're putting on all your creatures. There's bargain, where you're sacrificing tokens, artifacts, or enchantments to get extra benefits. Ooh, an anime card, Defense of the Heart. It's a mythic. And then this one I'm not too familiar with. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, you can sack it, search your library for 2 creature cards, put them on the battlefield, then shuffle. That seems pretty good, especially since it happens multiple oh, no, you sacrifice it. But, okay, still, either way, seems pretty good. Decadent Dragon. And then Sellsword. Taken by Nightmares, Evolving Wilds. That was a cool pack. Glad to open an anime card. I'm not sure what the rate is. I don't know if it's 1 per box on average or what, but you know, hopefully we get more of them.
The Omniscience anime one.
Yeah, there's several anime ones that look really cool.
Smothering Tide.
Let's keep up those full arts. Utopia Sprawl. Lord Skitter, Sewer King. Coven, Ranger, Witch's Vanity.
The Witch card was pretty good for my pre-release deck too, because it lets you put a roll on something, and it's a removal spell. So it takes some time to use, but it works good if you can get it out early. Yeah. So in the manner that I've stacked all the packs, I'm not sure exactly where we're at. So Sir Ginger, this looks like it's going to be our most commonly hit rare at this point. But you know, we'll see how this box does versus everything else. I can keep that here Every
for now.
set we have a game that we like to play called My Favorite Rare. It's just a joke that we do because it seems like certain bulk rares hit more than other
and
rares.
It's not actually like the favorite rare that we think, you know, is like the best or like that we want to open.
It's just like
it's the one that we end up opening.
Yeah.
There's a Nightmare token.
That token looks sweet. I bet in foil it looks really cool.
Oh, cool. For our foil hit, we get the same land because that's what we like, is basic lands, you know, the window basic lands. Kroll's Somnophage. This is a pretty good card. Lost to it in the pre-release, so maybe look out for that one. Just scales with the game, and if you're playing a grindy game, your opponent just loves your graveyard being loaded with creatures that they've killed and, you know, making their thing big.
treasure. First treasure token I think we've seen. Shared Animosity for our rare Enchanting Tale. Spiteful Hexmage. You know, I don't know if this is going to see standard play. Obviously, it looks like a 1-mana 3/2 black creature. It's all right, but it comes with that cursed roll that kind of turns it back into a 1/1. So it's like, if standard finds a way to, get that cursed roll off, like sack a permanent or something, definitely there's some tools to do so in this set. But if those make their way into standard, 1-mana 3/2 creature is pretty good.
He pairs really interesting with the white rare flyer. There's actually was like a big rules debate about that tonight on how his ability works with that.
Yeah, so there's the white Archon that, if you have an enchanted creature, it makes it 4/4. But then there's the cursed roll, which turns it into a 1/1. And ultimately it ends up like, which effect happened first? Because whichever the newest effect is the one that takes effect. Let's not mix our rares. But yeah, so that was a ruling that was interesting. So like if you have both those cards in your deck, yeah, I mean, you kind of want to lead on the 1/1 or on the 1-mana creature, and then later have your 4/4 Flying Archon come in and turn it into a 4/4. Sentinel of Lost Lore. Definitely an above rate creature, so 3-mana 3/4, and with upside, yeah, that seems pretty good value. Ego Drain. So Ego Drain is probably the card that, it's probably a constructed card at best, because, man, even if you're in the fairies deck, you might not really be able to hit too much out of your opponent's hand, and you don't want to go down on cards to try and play it. But yeah, we had a bunch of fun with the set. I look forward to continuing playing it. Oh, we got a foil Stab Wound. Looks great. Yeah, these Japanese cards. Oh, we got a mythic. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I will say I've seen this show up in, some other folks have opened cards. I've probably read it 3 times. I still don't remember what it does. It's kind of slow, but, it's a mythic. Definitely does a lot of things. So it's going to take us a little while to learn the set, of course, just like everybody. And we're a little more than halfway through the box by my looks. I haven't been counting, of course. And it seems like we're doing all right. I mean, I don't know what any of the cards are worth. Their value is going to be shaking up. But we've seen a couple of those. Horned Lock Whale, kind of a good finisher for a rare. Flash it in. You can't ambush something, but it has ward, so hard to deal with a 6/6 with ward. And rat token. So not a ton of rat tokens. Actually, it seems like there's pretty even distribution on them already. Leyline of the Void. It's okay. It's a rare. Raging Battle Mouse. That just seems interesting. Your second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. That's interesting. So it kind of helps you do the celebration thing, which is cool.
I played against that one tonight in the pre-release.
Target, and it gives something else, or it can give something else, +1/+1. So that's definitely interesting. Helps you kind of unload your hand. I'm a little skeptical on celebration, honestly. Like, I think it seems like a pretty good mechanic to try and like push through some damage. You kind of want to just dump your hand onto the battlefield, trigger some things, deal extra damage, get through, and then I feel like it's just really going to lean into like running out of gas really quick. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, there's not a lot of data on the format yet. Impact Tremors, Thunderous Debut, big ramp goal for green. There's Soul Guide Lantern for a reprint. Archive Dragon. So this one is interesting. I like the art on it. I mean, it's just an uncommon. And then when it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Yep. Prophetic Prism, another reprint. And then I did sneak that foil into the back just because I want to put all the commons and uncommons off to the side. And I'm going to just slide them over because that stack's getting rather tall and precarious. But yeah, we'll sort all the cards at the end. We're probably going to do a little bit of play testing with some cards constructed with any of the boxes we open. Raid Bombardment. That's another aggressive
I
red
love
card.
that one.
The Regal Bunnicorn. I had one in my as the only 2-drop in my pre-release deck. At least the only 2-drop creature. I just didn't open a lot, but it's a good one. Works really well with all the roll cards because that's a couple of permanents entering. So can be a really efficient 2-mana creature. Other than that, though, it is just a vanilla creature, so it can get big, and that's kind of it. Hatching Plans, Spectre of Mortality, if I read correctly. Ah, okay. So kind of a. I mean, yeah, you need to have creatures, but it's kind of a board wipe. Maybe like a scalable board wipe. If you have the right deck, Spell Stutter. So it seems like they've really played around with some of the cards. To me, it looks like maybe a little more in this set. Kind of the staples or things that they put at common in the set. Leyline of Abundance. There's the green of the ley lines. Oh, actually, Restless Vinestalk. So this is the first of the cycle of rare lands. These are all creatures. I do love the art on this one. There's like the lightning in the background. It's really got some depth to it. The color looks cool. Yeah, happy to have that. Happy to have any of them. So hopefully we get more of them.
I saw somebody in my pre-release got the one with the bull on it, and it was really cool looking. I got really confused because it was like a creature,
Yeah,
but then it's a land.
Yeah, the red, white one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do really love the borderless artwork on the Vinestalk. It looks pretty great. There's a fairy token. First one of those I think we've gotten. Season of Growth. Blossoming Tortoise. Okay, so we got... I think I've seen the art of this card. This is the first time I've seen the actual card, so it's in Mythic. When it enters or attacks, mill 3 cards, return a land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Okay, so rampy. Activated abilities cost 1 less to activate. That's definitely a constructed thing, although it's going to work with the creature lands that are in the set, and then land creatures get +1/+1. Okay, so probably like a constructed card, but a pretty good one.
It looks like that Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a turtle, but it's like Turtwig or the evolved form. Yeah, so definitely don't know all the cards in the set. Like I don't know what make. Oh, you know what? I do know what makes the bird token. There's it's like the Knight of Doves, I think. Cruel Somnophage. So this is the non-storybook art for it. Corvold and the Noble Thief. Dutiful Griffin. Yeah, so anyway, definitely don't know all the cards in the set yet. Who knows what any of them are worth yet. Obviously, there's going to be some pre-order cards that, stores have out, but, the value is going to shake up as they get opened in mass in the coming days. Blind Obedience, so that has the extort mechanic. Rankle's Prank, which, if you know Rankle, this card is a sorcery that does all the things that Rankle does. Yeah, Prankle. Disdainful Stroke. Tough Cookie. We hadn't seen this one yet. It's a food golem. It's a pretty good card. Like it's a 2-mana 2/2 with several other things it can do. It just comes in with a food, which is great. Yeah, there's about 6 packs left to go. We keep moving through them. Don't know what the good hits are entirely. Obviously Mythics. There's all those. There's our foil Sir Ginger. Curiosity. And I don't know how I put a land there. And a rare there. Talion, Kindly Lord. So maybe going to be a popular commander. We'll see. Kind of, you have to do some gambling on what you think everybody else is going to play, but it's got a powerful effect.
He's
for
my
sure.
favorite color pairing.
Yeah,
Black.
yeah. Got to make another commander deck with blue-black. Spell Stutter. But, yeah, I think I'd been talking about how they kind of mix things up. This one, you know, there's always usually some kind of like 3-mana blue card draw spell. This time they have, instead of Divination, there's an instant speed Divination. I think it's called Quick Study. Karmic Justice. Charming Scoundrel. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. So kind of a loot, create a treasure, create a wicked roll. That seems all right. Like it can, you know, just be a 2-mana 2/2 with the roll. It can ramp you. Yeah, seems interesting. Crystal Grotto. Candy Trail. Sweet Tooth Witch. See, that's continuing the theme of the black creatures caring about food and trying to turn people's, you know, opponents' creatures into food by destroying them. And our piles are turning into a bit of a mess. Griffin Airy. Restless Spire. So there, actually, that looks pretty cool. I bet you that looks cool in foil. I don't know what the borderless one looks like, but yeah. Always happy to have rare lands. So we'll see, you know, like there's the like disenchant effect in green. This one makes food because this set cares about food. So they always have kind of like the, you know, the limited staples in every set. And some of them just end up good enough to, you know, maybe even see some constructed play. So Threadbind Click, Dark Tutelage, Extraordinary Journey. This card seems pretty good. I played it in the pre-release. You know, you exile your opponent's creatures. They can still play them, but then, you know, once per turn, you get to draw cards when they cast their things from exile. So, seems pretty good overall. It definitely tempos them. And it scales very easily, you know. 3 mana exiles the first creature, 4 mana the second, and then just same thing beyond. Or, sorry, not 4 mana, 5 does the second. It's 4 and then 6. I can't count. I'll move on. Stab Wound. Non-foil. Questing Druid. So this is red. Okay, so until end step you may play those cards, and then if you, so this wants to be like multicolor. That's interesting. Tempest Heart. Up the beanstalk. Yeah, so kind of pause to read some of the rares, just because I haven't seen a lot of these cards yet, and I'm definitely not even going to know what all of them are after this. There's just, you know, a whole bunch of new cards. This is our last pack. If you've been watching over off to the side, there's our planes. We got a Goblin Bombardment for our rare, the Apprentice's Folly for our regular rare, and then Royal Treatment, Collector's Vault, back for seconds. And we'll keep going through these. But that's our first box. I don't know. We definitely opened some mythics. I wasn't really counting. Obviously, you can get double rares in packs. Going through all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 rare or mythics. 1 anime card. I don't know if that's an average or not. I'm reasonably pleased with it. We got a lot of cards to look through. But thank everyone for joining us. Please like, subscribe, and continue watching our videos. We appreciate all the, you know, comments and feedback. Thank you.